Can I decouple that? That might be the most explosion I've ever had in one go. Hello guys, welcome to the next episode of Kerbal Space Program. Wow, we nearly got air there. We can get all this. Look at this. I'm getting all sorts of reports. Yep, let's keep that. Let's keep the mystery goo. Temperature scan. Just driving around this place, you can get all sorts of reports because apparently each of the... I don't want to do EVA. I've done that before and it's caused me problems. Let's leave that open. Each of these areas on here counts as a different sort of biome. Oh, here we go. We've got some more. Oh, no, that's EVA as well. So I could stop here and do EVA reports. In fact, let's put on the brakes. Let's put on the brakes. Aha. No, hang on. No, let's not put on the brakes. Let's carry on because let's get a bit of... Come on. Move. Move. I've turned down the limiter on these as well, right all the way down. There we go. And as long as you've got a steering wheel on the front, you're okay. Let's have a look. So each of these counts as a, not a biome, a location, I think the word is. Let's leave that open. So if you go around each of these buildings, and it's easy to do it in a craft like this, you can, yeah, you can do an EVA report at each one. Let's just slow this right down. But also you can get all the other reports as well, which is fantastic. I do have a scientist, so if I had a ladder, I could get out and reset these things. I just want to go around and visit these little buildings here. Hey, there's my flag. I could get out and reset these and climb back in and carry on, but unfortunately I don't have a ladder. Oh, here we go. What we're going to get on this one? Oh, that's EVA report as well. I'll stop at one of these and I will do an EVA report. I've been over to the mountains at the back there. I've flown over and got reports from there. Whoa, didn't realise there was a drop off the edge of that. Good grief. Can we get up the slope over here? Go on, Bob, you can do it. Yes, he's done it. Yes, I used the parachute, so I didn't try and land in the mountains, obviously. Where else can we go in the complex? Just over here. There's not much left to do. Let's go this way. And that got me a load of science. We're up to about 70, I believe, at the moment. I think this is updating, so we'll just leave that open. Let's head through here. Hello, how you doing? So what you could do as well is go EVA and walk around all of these and do all your EVA reports that way as well, which would be fantastic. Make sure my wing isn't going to clip anything. Let's speed things up a bit. Full throttle to the max. Well, it's not that fast because I've limited everything, but just this little building over here I think is the last one. Excuse me, hiccups. Oh, no experiments. But this is a shores biome, so as soon as you come into this, you get your shores anyway. Why do I keep clicking that? Oh, the launch pad's the other one. We haven't been there for a while. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want to go too fast. I think it's not giving me any more. Let's slow right down. Because... Let's turn around. Whoa. Because we're not resetting them, so we've already got the materials, bay the goo and whatnot. But I'm hoping after this, and maybe one more flight I will do off camera, we will get enough to unlock the next section of plane parts. Whoa, which would be fantastic. Let's put the brakes on. Let's cut the engine. Everything is off. Everything is slowing down. We've done the runway, so there's no point going out there. Well, let's do an EVA report here. Ah, look, sometimes you'll actually land on here. Now, this is another trick. If you sneak out onto the wing, there we go. Now that counts as being on the land, even though I'm not. And I could actually... Can I reach over here? Can I walk up here without falling off? Can you do it, Bob? You've hit something, Bob. Oh, Bob's going. Come on, Bob. Stay on. Oh, he tried, he tried. So, I tell you what I might just do, is I could just go full speed for this. Whoa! How fast is Bob going to go in that? Oh no, he won't move. Why won't he walk? Well, there we go. Let's see if I can speed it up while he's walking. There we go. Fast speed Bob. And we're going to try and get... See you plane, we'll see you back when we get there. I'm going to try and get a few more EVA reports from all the different places here. It looks ridiculous. What was so funny on the mountain is I landed, I blew my parachutes out, which was fine. Won't go any faster, will it? No. And both parts of the plane were no problem. my nose cone section... Oh, I can't turn around or start walking. My nose cone section actually landed upside down. So I had to open and close the doors and the material bay over and over again. Do you know, it probably would have been quicker to actually bring the plane with me. Do you know what? I'm going to forget this. Let's recover the vessels and I'll do that another time. I had to open and close the material bay doors to tip over the cockpit. 79 science. Fantastic. And then if we recover this... 101 science, get in, that's what we want. Yeah, open and close the material bay doors until it tipped over the pod enough that I could then EVA, but it shot me out. I don't know, something exploded and it shot me through the air and I rolled down the entire face of a mountain. Unfortunately, these Kerbal guys don't have any health, so he got to the bottom, stood up, and yeah, he was fine. Very weird, very weird. Right, so, flight control, aerodynamics. Look at all these parts. Intakes, liquid intakes, swept wings, all sorts of things. Yep, we're having that. I don't think we've got enough to get anything else. Ooh, space exploration. So let's go and have a look at what parts that has given us. Let's go into our space plane hangar. I will get back to doing some rockets, but I've been having so much fun with the space planes. It's been amazing. So let's have a look through. So science hasn't had anything. Utility is pretty much the same. Aerodynamics. Look at this. Radial air intakes. Oh, I think we've got those already, haven't we? Wing connector types. More tail fins and connectors. Swept wings. Structural wings. Come with a like new finish. Surplus wing components. A small nose cone. The version of the Mark 1 fuselage module carries no fuel, but it's fitted with a streamlined air intake. Ooh. Elevons, we know about those. Delta wings. They'll be good for on the front here, because these aren't any sort of wing. They're like the back part. Let's have a look. Deluxe Delta winglet with small built-in aileron. Probably not pronouncing that correctly. Let's have a look if we can add... Now that'll be interesting, and it's got the ability to lift that up and down as well at the front. We could give that a go. Mark 1 intake. We've also got this circular intake. A proper turbofan intake not only provides oxygen to air-breathing engines, pulls in twice as much air than those puny air scoops. Air intake 0.6, 0.9. Well, let's give one of those a go. I'm going to keep... I'm just wondering... Oh, we don't need this then, do we? Let's get rid of that. Let's put this behind here, I would think. Going to attach to here? Or does that have a weird way of attaching? Ah, by the look of it, this thing, if you turn it around, it'll attach on there. I think it needs to attach onto the back of an actual engine, which it won't do on the back of here, I don't think. Let's put that back together. Hey! No. Thank you. I don't think that'll attach on here. No, unfortunately not. So obviously it's another type of engine that we need for it to attach to. So we won't worry about that one, but we do have that other intake, don't we? Let's put that over there. We've got this one, the fuselage intake, which seems to suck it in from underneath, and then that will attach onto there. There we go. I'm not sure whether that should be the other way round. Let's... Nope, let's not do that. Let's put that on, take that off. There we go. Rotate that around. That looks more like it to me. And that should provide the... Yeah, that should provide what we need to there. Excellent. Right, we're going to save this as the Bumblebee Mark 4. Let's save that. Let's give that a go. I mean, that's not bad. I think we've got the lift behind the centre of mass as normal. It's not on the same plane. It's slightly higher. We could change that by doing that. Well, there we go. Well, that's not going to work at all, is it? Let's try that again. There we go. So if we shift those back down again, See, that's the same plane. That's straight fixed wings that time instead of slightly angled up. So I think that will be okay. Yeah, let's give that a go. Let's give that a save. Let's head over to flight. Okay, here we are over at flight. Let's get... We haven't got a pilot, so we've got no SAS here, so we need to be careful. Let's set throttles to maximum. I think this is all set up okay. Yep. Okay, let's take the brakes off. Let's go. Let's just see how this one flies with some of these new parts. Hooping. It's not a problem. I'm assuming this is all back to normal. It is. This is building up an electrical charge, even though it says that it doesn't. It's not much, though. Oh, I'll tell you what. Well, let's press the button and actually see if it will take off. Wow. That took off super quick. And we've got so much delta V in this thing, it's nuts. I think it was like 7,000 or something. Whoa, it's all over the place. Could have done with a pilot to get some SAS on this, but... So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over to that island, see what the sort of lay of the land is over there. See, I'm wondering with something like this, whether we could get it into space, even though it's a rocket, even though it's a plane. Whether that would be possible, I don't know. Why don't we give it a go? Let's see how high we can get. Well, it seems like we've reached a limit on the height, about 6,500. I'm pulling back and it won't go any higher. Although it is climbing a little bit. I think we're going to get the same problem again when it reaches that limit. Maybe we'll scrape 7,000 perhaps. But I think that's the limit on one of these craft. Oh, we're getting to 7,000. Well, I'm going to keep going. Let's see what we can do. Leveled out again at 7.5 and won't go up anymore. Yeah, looks like we've hit another barrier, although it's going up again. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's almost like every 1,000 feet it wants to level out and won't go any higher. And then if you give it a little breather, do it again, it will head up another 1,000 feet, perhaps. Or have we finally reached our limit? It's going up again. What's that down there? Are we going up? We are. We're going up again. Come on, Bob, you can do it. Well, we didn't get very far with that one. I think we're just going to cut the engines. There's no experiments I don't think we can do here. It's not letting us... Let's observe the materials bay. Is that going to give us anything? 0.8 of a science. Now, forget that. Let us eject. Woohoo! And eject that. There we go. Hopefully that will all survive. And then I'll see you back when we get back home. You know, landing in the water here, this makes a wonderful little boat. We can get lots of science here as well. I'm not going to try. Oh, 10 science for that. Fantastic. Crew report, I almost did an EVA report. That might have been disastrous. No, can't move this at all. Shame we can't put a little rudder and stuff on the back. That would be fantastic. But there we go. We got more science. Let's head back. Now I'm wondering, how would I go about attaching a humongous rocket to this thing and getting it up into space? I feel like I need to build something. How about we have a little bit of fun? What the heck is going to happen when I fire this? So I've got these two on one stage and I've got some decouplers here that should blow off these engines and then we'll be able to fly like a plane normally. Yes, let's give it a go. We're going to put this engine to full even though these don't need that. We're going to take our brakes off. Oh my goodness, Valentina, good luck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm seeing if we can take off. Oh, go on. Oh. Hey, do you know what? If I put my SAS on, I'm wondering whether we could have taken off there. Because I thought I had it on, but I didn't. We have SAS on. Let's go. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we can do. We almost got straight up. Let's try that again. This is ridiculous. Oh, here's why I love this game so much. SAS. I wonder if we could just limit these a bit. Can we? No, we can't. Okay. Let's go. Let's just see if we can get straight up. It almost seems like it's a bit of pot luck, doesn't it? With this. I don't think this is the way that you're supposed to get planes into space. I'm not going to press anything. Let's just see what happens. Oh, okay, yeah, it's going to fall over and crash. All right, one last time bringing Valentina back from the dead. Here we go. Oh my goodness. SAS is on. Here we go. Let's see if we can lift off. Go on. Oh yes. Oh no, we've lost a wing. Oh, well, there we go. I accidentally put the engine on. That's going to explode. Yep. Back to the drawing board, I think. Well, how about something like this? So I've managed to... I'm in the rocket building section. You can import your planes. And they turn sideways. And I've added on one of these with some wings. The reason I've got these wings is to get my centre of lift in the middle here-ish. So it's near enough to that for now. And then when that detaches... There we go, the centre of lift goes back to where it was before. Oh, getting this to attach onto here is a right pain. Let me turn that off again. Oh, where is it? I'll tell you what, we'll load this one up again. Don't save that one. It's called the rocket. Bumblebee rocket. There we go. Good, good. So I think that should be okay. So the first stage is the engine down the bottom. Then it's that decoupler in the middle there. Then it's back onto the plane again. So that one. And then we've got the parachute and the thing on there. And the parachute and the last one. I don't even know if this is going to stand up. I'm thinking it might just even fall straight over. And we've got nothing for holding it up. We've got no sort of structural things, which I think is in advanced rocketry or one of the sections we haven't got. But let's give it a go. Let's see what it says. If it falls over, we could just try instantly launching. Oh, it stood up. Oh no, it fell over. Yeah, I don't think I'll... let's revert to launch, and we're going to launch instantly. We're going to go full throttle. Full throttle, I'm pressing the button. Go! Full throttle. Go, 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 go. Why are you not firing? Well, we know that works. Yeah, okay, we know all of that works. So let's try that again. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay, let's try that again. Full throttle. Come on, full throttle. Have I not put any liquid fuel on? Right, it was missing oxidizer, which we don't get in these engines. That's only liquid fuel, I didn't realise. This thing doesn't need to be this big. I've only done that to try and sort of get it long enough so it doesn't hit the bottom here. I might just try and move, and it's got the wheel in the way, so that is about... I might just remove... Let's remove one of those. Yeah, let's put that in there. Add one of these engines on the bottom. Yeah, that should be good. Let's give that a go. We just can't stand this thing up. Look. I wonder if we could put some weight on the other side. Oh, it stopped on its wing. Thrust to maximum. SAS on. Well, we survived anyway. Okay, now we're getting silly. We've got this to weight it forward. It's actually staying forward. Oh my goodness. And that's my first decouple point. That's the engine going to fire, and then that's going to decouple. I think we've managed it. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Can you stay forward? Can I decouple that? That might be the most explosion I've ever had in one go. Let's give that one more go. I just think it's going to lean. The centre of mass is actually right in the middle of here. Do you think if we had one more of those on the end? Yeah, looking at this, as fun and as wacky as it is, this really isn't the sort of thing that we should be trying to put Jebediah or Valentina through, getting into space. We're limited by the amount of parts that we have as well. 30 out of 30 parts. So adding more weight, or maybe doubling this up, or all the sort of ideas that you might have, can't do yet until we upgrade. So if you've got any ideas of how we can get our space plane into orbit, because I'd love to be able to get a rocket into orbit and then bring the space plane back down to land again. That's the idea I'm hoping for. I don't know whether that's just too far out there or not, I don't know. But, or at least to get it higher than it goes. If we can get it higher with a rocket, that would be really good. Let me know some ideas. You guys are always full of excellent ideas. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this explosive episode. I'm just having fun blowing things up. It's great fun. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.